So let me just say, I'm incredibly worried about Sarah and what happened at the end of this episode, which we will get to at the end of this video, but oh my gosh, that is just beyond creepy. So thankfully, Sarah and Kira were able to get out of, I think they were in Iceland where they were in hiding because thankfully MK had warned them in the last episode of last week's episode. So, and Mrs. S was there and she set the house on fire. So the people coming after them did not catch up with them, so that was a good thing. I think it's really good to have Sarah back in her prominent role. However, I really love the Beth storyline, and the good thing is we saw some Beth flashbacks, and apparently we're going to see more of Beth this season, so that makes me very happy. We saw more of Felix, and we're kind of back in the old routine of Orphan Black, where last week's episode was pretty much primarily devoted to letting us learn who Beth was, and I thought it was excellent and a great way to start the season, and I love that. But it's also nice to be back in our Orphan Black routine. Felix says he's looking for his real parents. Now, I think they could go a couple of different ways with this. I have a feeling that his parents will be significant, like they will be connected to some of the people that we know. I don't think they're going to go the route of making him a clone as well. However, they could, but I feel like his parents will be connected to like the religious cult or the Neos or with, you know, Dr. Leaky connections or something that will make it relevant, because otherwise I don't think there was a point of making it a huge part of the storyline. You know, what do you guys think about that? So in some of our Beth flashbacks, we realized that something else was going on here. I don't know if she's killed someone else. She was wearing a blonde wig in one of them. Art had seen some of it and was kind of concerned. The other thing is like that guy who was working for the police, but who was the mole, like he kind of met up with her and was creepy. So I don't know where they're going to go with that, but I'm glad we're going to get more of a Beth background than we've had, because we really haven't known much about her, and we're in the 4th season. So, gosh, I was so happy to have Helena back this week. Oh my gosh, it's been too long. I just love her. Just looking at her makes me laugh. I love her crazy makeup with like the red under her eyes or whatever they do to make her look insane. And her interactions with Donnie are priceless. So when she went to the doctor with him and had to pretend to be Allison, I loved every second of it. I love her obsession with Donnie and how she was calling him her boyfriend. I just think she's one of the best, if not the best, clones. Also, I really loved the scenes we had with Allison because she's my second favorite clone and love her too. So it was great to have both of them back. It was cool to see that Helena's having twins. Now, I am a little bit concerned because I don't know. One, I'm hoping the babies will be healthy and not have like, I mean, part of me thinks they could be mutants or something because, you know, I think it was that the crazy religious man like artificially inseminated them, I believe, or her. So I don't really know what, you know, the male background is going to be like the father of these babies. I don't know. It's scary to me. So I'm hoping they're healthy and relatively normal, but I don't think, as much as I love Helena, I don't think she's going to be able to be a good mom to them. And I wonder if they'll have like Allison and Donnie raise them, and I don't know. I just don't know where they're going to go with that. And I also hope that she is able to deliver them and not have any complications. She has like a good, you know, birth of them. I don't know. What do you guys think they're going to do with this storyline? Because a little bit, you know, kind of worries me a little bit because I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I hope something terrible doesn't happen to them or to her because of it. We found out that Mrs. M's mom is dying of leukemia, but she doesn't want her to know or anyone to know, so that's really sad. I am kind of trusting. Did I call her Mrs. M? Mrs. S. Mrs. S's mom. I'm kind of trusting Mrs. S again, but we know that she's like seriously hardcore. She was like murdering people. She's, I don't know. I don't know if we can keep trusting her or not. I kind of have conflicted feelings. So what do you guys think? And do you trust her or what? I would love to hear what you think about that. So Sarah is kind of going back into the but the areas of investigation that Beth was doing. So she's back at that nightclub. She's trying to figure out, like, where's that woman who was pregnant that we saw last week with Beth, whose boyfriend was killed? Like, what is going on with her? Is she still around? And then some guy stops her because he thinks she's MK, and then he realizes that she's definitely not, and, you know, he even tries to, like, I don't know, he, like, attacks her on the laundromat later. So I guess he's kind of concerned, like, she may be up to no good, but she's trying to figure out what Beth was trying to figure out, basically. And we actually get to see a little bit more of MK. she sort of meets her. She has Sarah come to the laundromat, but she's like outside in a car. But she tells her like, I want to help you, but I can't really talk to you more because that will get you killed. So I do think we're going to have more with MK this season. We're going to learn more about her since she is our newest clone. But right now, a lot of it is a mystery. It was really sad when Beth had to leave her in the flashback. So, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing how that develops. One of the things that I was super shocked we didn't find out was about Delphine. Is she dead? Is she alive? Because last season, I was pretty much 100% sure she was dead. But now since they haven't addressed it and they even brought it up and they're like, we don't know what's going on, like, I'm wondering, is she still alive? Is she kind of gone to the dark side again? Because here's the thing. So we see like this video that MK is showing, I think Sarah is showing that those worms that are in people's cheeks can be really, they're awful anyway because obviously they were, extracting them and it was killing the person just to try to take them out. But sometimes when you're trying to extract them, that the worm will kill the host like you saw in that video. So they're extremely deadly, extremely dangerous. And the very scary thing about this episode is that how it ends is Sarah realizes that she has one. And obviously there's some sort of tracking device, but I'm really scared. I don't think that they'll kill her off because she's a main character, the main clone. I don't think they'll go there, but I don't know how they're going to get that out of her without seriously hurting her or having that worm kill her. So I think that's interesting, but what we have to think about is like, who is the person controlling these worms? Who is the main person? Who is, monitoring these people, tracking these people? And, I would think it would be Dr. Leakey, but he's dead. So, like, could it be Delphine? Or who do you think it is? Is it someone we just don't know yet? But there's someone behind this. And the writers of the show said that this is the main theme for this season. It's going to be the worms. So it's going to have a huge role. So I think it's going to be interesting to see who all is involved in that. And I really can't wait to put all the pieces of that together. I'm just really hoping that Sarah survives because since there's so many clones in this show, I think they could kill one off. And I'm really concerned about Cosima because she's been sick and many times I thought they were going to kill her off. And that could happen this season and that makes me really sad. So I just don't know. So I know I asked you a lot of questions, but I would love to get your feedback on what you think is going on with this episode and this season and what you think is going to happen this season. And thumbs up if you are loving this season, even though there's only been 2 episodes. I'm really loving it and I think it's going to be a great season. I think last season was awesome and I think this one will be really good as well. If you are new to my channel because you just love Orphan Black and you found this video, I am doing videos and live chats on the entire 4th season. So please subscribe so you don't miss those. The information for the live chats is down below. I'd love to see you at one of those as well. And I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next time. Bye.